Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled by the edge of an ancient forest, there was a peculiar shop known as the Lantern of Lost Wishes. The shop was run by an elderly woman named Mabel, who was renowned for her mysterious and enchanting collection of magical items. The centerpiece of the shop was a delicate lantern that glowed with a soft, golden light. The villagers believed that this lantern had the power to grant lost wishes and bring forgotten dreams to life. In this village lived a young boy named Oliver. Oliver was known for his boundless curiosity and his love of stories. Despite his cheerful demeanor, Oliver had a secret wish that had been buried deep within his heart for as long as he could remember. He wished to find his long-lost brother, Elias, who had disappeared many years ago. One chilly autumn evening, as the first stars began to twinkle in the twilight sky, Oliver decided to visit Mabel's shop. He hoped that the lantern might hold a clue to finding Elias. The shop was filled with the scent of old books and spices. And Mabel greeted Oliver with a warm smile. "Welcome, young Oliver," Mabel said kindly. "I sense that you seek something important." Oliver nodded, his heart pounding with hope and fear. "I want to find my brother, Elias. I've heard that your lantern can grant lost wishes. Can it help me?" Mabel's eyes twinkled with understanding. The Lantern of Lost Wishes has indeed brought hope to many. However, it can only reveal its magic to those who approach it with a pure heart and a sincere wish. If you are truly determined, you may find what you seek. Mabel handed Oliver a small, ornate key. This key will unlock the lantern's magic. But remember, the lantern reveals what you need, not necessarily what you expect. Approach it with an open heart and follow where it leads. Oliver thanked Mabel and, with the key in hand, made his way home. That night, under the light of the full moon, he carefully unlocked the lantern and watched as its golden light filled the room. As the lantern glowed brighter, Oliver noticed that it began to project shimmering images on the walls, images of distant places, hidden paths, and a figure that looked strikingly familiar. The images formed a map, showing a route through the ancient forest and leading to a secluded cabin. Oliver felt a surge of excitement and determination. The next morning, he set out on the journey outlined by the lantern, guided by the hope of finding Elias. The path through the forest was long and winding, but Oliver's heart remained steadfast. He followed the map's directions, encountering various challenges along the way: a deep river that he crossed using a fallen tree, a steep hill that he climbed with the help of a kind deer, and a dark cave that he navigated with a lantern he had brought along. At last, Oliver reached the secluded cabin shown on the map. It was a small, charming place surrounded by wildflowers and bathed in the golden light of the setting sun. As Oliver approached the cabin, he noticed a figure sitting on the porch, reading a book. His heart skipped a beat as he recognized the figure, Elias. Tears of joy filled Oliver's eyes as he called out to his brother. Elias looked up, and a look of astonishment and joy crossed his face. "Oliver? Is that you?" Elias exclaimed, rushing to embrace his brother. The siblings were reunited, their hearts overflowing with happiness. Elias explained that he had been living in the cabin for years, having been separated from the village due to a series of unfortunate events. He had always hoped to find his way back home but had been unable to. Oliver shared the story of how he had used the Lantern of Lost Wishes to find him. Together, they marveled at the magic of the lantern and the incredible journey that had brought them together. The two brothers returned to the village, where they were warmly welcomed back. The village celebrated their reunion with a grand feast, and the story of the Lantern of Lost Wishes became a cherished tale. The lantern continued to glow softly in Mabel's shop, a symbol of hope and the power of true wishes. Oliver and Elias were forever grateful for the magic that had reunited them and for the love that had guided them on their journey. And so, the village thrived with joy and unity, and the Lantern of Lost Wishes remained a beacon of dreams and the miracles that can happen when hearts are open and wishes are true. The end.